Oh, shucky ducky, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope we're all having a great day today. It is Monday, the 9th of January 2023, and I just watched Witch from Mercury. Whoops. Hey everyone, how's it going? I just watched Witch from Mercury, the last episode of Witch from Mercury, and oh my god! Absolutely an incredible show, man. Everything leading up to this last episode has truly led to an incredible moment. Truly an incredible moment in anime. In Gundam. Like, I've never seen something. I've never seen something like that before.
To have you back.
In a Gundam series. And you know what? I am all for that, man. It was glorious.
Good. You're back.
It was glorious. It was visceral.
I'll never forget that.
And yet, like, the reaction that the characters have had, the reaction that the characters had to that particular moment, whilst it makes sense, I mean,
Let's get started.
you just gotta take a step back and realize, hey, sometimes a man's just gotta do what a man's gotta do. You show up here,
Thanks.
you show up here, you wanna, like,
Next time.
talk shit like that. You finna be cruising for a bruising, mate. It just is what it is. It is what it is, eh? Sometimes you just got to put your dick on the table and tell everyone where it's at. You just gotta tell everyone how it's gonna be. 'Cause, you know, people overstep, and when they overstep, you just gotta, you know, put them in their place. You know? They try to rise up too much, you're just gonna smack them down, man. Just BAM! Put your dick on the table and tell them where it's at. They think they become too high and mighty, and they think they're all powerful and everything. But what they don't realize is that they're not. That's just it. They don't realize that they're not. Just put your dick on the table, that's it. Just put your dick on the table, man. I haven't had this response to a Gundam series. This particular, I haven't had this personal response to a Gundam series in a very long time. And oof. It's like the kind of response where you just see something so shocking. It's just so shocking that you just start laughing. I'm not laughing at it because it's funny. It's horrific. But it's such a jolt to the system that I can't help but just start laughing. Because that's how I would cope. If I were to see something like that IRL, that's how I would cope with it. I would just start laughing because it's so incredible. And like, just out of the blue. I'll be like, good lord. Where did that come from? So, yeah, that was good. Wasted ammo. Anyway, for today's stream, I do want to talk about some things that are happening in the world that I was made aware of this morning, in fact. Because I think they're very interesting to talk about. So when more people show up, I will start talking about them. If more people show up. After all, this is a Destiny stream. The premise of people showing up is a big if. Jesus Christ, Sreta. Sreta-san! No chill! Well, more importantly, I mean, I think that her mum is evil. I think her mum might end up being the final villain. That's what I think is actually going to happen. I think her mum's going to end up being the final villain. And she's probably going to use a mobile armor. A great big ass mobile armor. And the final battle is going to be glorious. Cause like, seriously, her mum is sus. Her mum is so sus. And yet, I kind of root for her. So, you know, it's like, I'm a simp for her mum. It's like Sreta's mum has got it going on. But like, at the same time, oh my gosh, she's so sus. She's so freaking sus right now. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. This series is turning out to be absolutely riveting. Like, I think a lot of people in the Gundam community are like, oh my god, finally a return to form. Just that like absurdly gritty, brutal political drama that we've been waiting for. Political war drama with mechs that we have been waiting for. Classic Tomino. I don't know if Tomino even made this necessarily. This might just be like return to form. And someone has been like really studying Tomino's old works. Zeta, 0079, One Year War rather. And just being like, okay, we're going to make the most. What the hell? Did he just fall? Did he just like completely fall off? Anyway. I find it hilarious that we've actually got Void Burn, and yet for the most part, because this is like a bunch of fallen enemies, there's next to no one who actually does void damage. They all do arc damage because they're all a bunch of arc nerds. So if anything, it's just me who does more damage. Hey, I'm up for it. Don't mind me. Oh. Apparently, part 2 of Witch from Mercury is not going to come out until April. Oh, well. I'm gonna have to wait, but they really put us on a cliffhanger. A real cliffhanger, man. Oh, I need to get some kills with my sniper rifle. Back. See? See? There we go. Oh, shot through walls. There we go. Ah. Alright, done. What a show. Ah! Oh, can I also get someone to... Can I get a test on the YouTube chat? I just want to see if it's popping up on the chat box to the left side of the screen. Which normally would actually have people chatting if people were actually chatting on Twitch. Because I was looking at the Genshin 3.4 watch party, and I actually noticed that YouTube chat wasn't showing up. So if that's the case, that's going to be annoying. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anyone who's watching on the YouTube site who's actually paying attention to what I'm hoping for people to do, which is, you know, chat or whatever.
Here they come. Don't let even a single one escape.
Saw! Cosmic Casualty. I don't even know what that is. What does that even mean? Ah! Bit too gung-ho. Just a smidge too gung-ho. Oh. Yeah. Tai. Tirola. Whoops. Alright. Thank you, mate. Oh, it's gone invulnerable. Schmuck. Whew, okay, let's do this properly, eh? Oh, I don't have Devour active. Goodbye. Hit it! Oh! Oh no, that got him. That got him. That got him. Oh, come on. I nearly got it. I nearly got it though. Oh no, did I? No, no, it's nearly dead. It's nearly dead. Yeah, now it's dead. That was all me. What's this? DFA.
That's the last of them, Elizabeth.
Good riddance, evil bastards. Until next time.
Guess I don't really care about attunement anymore. The only thing I care about is just getting higher light level, power levels right now. Okay. Oh. Highest score, baby. Let's go. Anyway, how is everyone going today? Hope we're all having a great day. My day has been very straightforward. I had work, came back from work. We went to actually eat a steak at a restaurant, and it was interesting. Like, the person asked if we if we wanted to pay a tip, and what's up? Oh. Person asked if we want to pay a tip, and I was like, really? We live in Australia. Australia, we don't do tips. That was a strange moment. I was almost tempted to ask whether or not the waiters working there get paid enough. Because they should. If you're a waiter in Australia, and you get paid so little that you actually need tips to survive, you're probably getting paid less than minimum wage, which I believe is by definition illegal. There's a reason why it's called the minimum wage. You have to be paid at least that much for your work. And that's usually the reason why people get given tips in America, because they get paid so little that they are hoping that anyone who is there will help them by giving them a bit more. But like, Valexion, hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day today, mate. What's on your mind? Going good? That's good. Going good is about as good as we can get in our line of work today, especially in this economy. In this day and age, going good is about the best we can go. What's on your mind, mate? What's on your mind?
We've got Fallen converging on a crux of darkness. Get ready. They seem to have upgraded
Hey?
quite a bit.
Got a random thing. Oh, okay.
Are you there yet?
We just arrived.
Good. The Vex are
Ugh, I have to do this 3
attempting
times. Oh, bloody hell.
Shut them down.
Well, we gotta do it. Oh, you're a warlock? I'm like a warlock main. I exclusively play warlock because I don't have the time to play hunter, and I personally find Titan to be exceptionally boring. So, because I don't have the time to go through the entire story campaign again just to get my hunter up to speed, I don't know if there is some sort of story. Is there like a story skipping mechanic that I'm unaware of? I mean, that'd be nice if I could like not go through the story again and just have my hunter at like something like the same power level as my warlock. That'd be great. But like I know there's a power level skip option, to at least get it sort of to the minimum soft lock. But then with story though, I think I have to do the story again, and I don't want to go through the friggin'. I don't want to go through the friggin' what do you call it? New light? No, not new light. Anyway, you know what I mean. What exotics do I have? What is it called? Nezarec Sin is my go-to exotic helmet for my Warlock, for my Voidlock. And then I use the, my favorite weapon, which is the, Lemonarch. Because I'm an archery main. Like, I love archery. I just love archery in general, so that's why. And so, you know, you have a Void Bow, Lemonarch. Hello! Of course it's gonna be my favorite weapon. How about you, mate? What kind of Guardian are you? Let's start off with, like, what do you normally main? What do you normally play the most? Like, let's not even think about, like, what do you play the most? It doesn't really matter what you play the most, I think. What matters is, like, wasn't paying attention. I think what matters is, like, the new, what do you call it? The new thing comes out. The new expansion comes out. You haven't played the story campaign yet. What do you use? Who and what do you use immediately? Do you pick up Eye of Another World or from Xur, or have Tempest? And if so, make a suggestion for Warlock. I don't use either of those. I don't even. What's Tempest? What is Tempest? Warlock Master Race? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Did that show up? Oh, that showed up. Nice. Okay, cool. I don't use Eye of Another World. Remind me what Eye of Another World does again? That's an old school, like, friggin' exotic. That's been around since that's been around for a while, hasn't it? But I don't remember what it does, because I don't play this game nearly enough to remember what everything does. But, like, I don't recognize either of them. I don't have them. I don't use them. The reason why I just like Nezarec Sin is because, well, I just like to be able to use my abilities as much as possible. And that's what Nezarec Sin does. Tempest, Arc ability, Final Bliss. Ooh! Wait. Crown of Tempest. Oh, Crown of Tempest! Oh! Yes, I use that when I play Arc Lock, yes. When I play Arc Lock, I absolutely use Crown of Tempest. In fact, I use Crown of Tempest with an ornament. But yeah, I use Tempest. Yep. May I make a suggestion for Arc Locks? Yeah, sure. What do you reckon? What do you recommend? Keep in mind though, if I play not Emperor Palpatine Arc Lock, but instead if I play Death Laser Arc Lock, or as I might call it, Void Ray Arc Lock, which is basically the other version of Arc Lock, then I'm more inclined to use those boots that make your ultimate beam become like a death laser of death, whatever it's called. I can't remember what did those shoes call again? You know what I'm talking about? The Death Laser of Death Arc Lock shoes. I can't remember any of the names. But yeah, I tend to use those if I decide to play Death Laser Arc Lock. If I play Emperor Palpatine Arc Lock, then it is 100% going to be Crown of Tempest all the way. Because Crown of Tempest is pretty good. Because I tend to play Crown of Tempest with Trinity Ghoul. And when I'm going up against just mobs, Trinity Ghoul pops off. Big time, obviously. Trinity Ghoul just completely destroys everything. And if I play, I almost never play Solar Locks though. But I feel like if I play Solar Locks, I'm more inclined to just use, what is it called? Heart of the Praxic Fire? It's not Heart of the Praxic Fire. Phoenix Protocol, that's what it's called. I'm more inclined to just use Phoenix Protocol. And I would probably just play Heal Lock at that point. You know, yeah, I'd probably just play Heal Lock. Hey. But yeah, certainly when I'm playing Void Lock, it's all about Nezarec Sin and all the Void weapons in the universe. That's pretty much it. Hey? Arc-Soul, yeah, Arc-Soul 100%, Electrostatic Mind, Amplitude, Ion Shock, Last is free, Trinity Ghoul, hell yeah, my dude. I think you may have described what I actually use. I'll have to have a look. I might already be using that, mate. I'll have a look. Stick around. We'll murder this boss real quick. I'll have a look at those things. 1 copy of Recuperation and 1 copy of Innovation on boots. Okay, I'll have to look through all of those extra bits. But I can definitely say Arc Soul, 100%. I'm with you on that one. Wah! Okay, yeah, Arc Soul, 100%. Sorry, Arc Siphon, 100. I think I'm using that. That's the one where you get the Arc Soul, right? Because I definitely use that. And I definitely use Trinity Ghoul. Amplitude, Ion, I don't know about the other things. I don't know about the... Okay, yeah, I don't know about whether or not I'm using most of those things. I probably am. Because I kind of just read through all of them and just picked the 4 or 5 or 6, however many I get, that just appeal to me. And usually, like, the ones where I get to use my abilities more often, the ones where I get more discipline, the ones where I get more intellect, those ones appeal to me. I'm all about discipline, intellect. On rare occasion, I'll pick something that gives me a bit of strength as well, but I barely care about... I almost never care about strength. I just want more grenades and more ults. I'm a simple man. You give me a way to throw more grenades. Well, look at the Discord Warframe chat. One of my DC servers sent it. Okay, I'll have a look in a sec. But I'm a very simple man. Anything that gives me more ults, anything that gives me more grenades, anything that increases the damage of my grenades, anything that increases the damage of my ults, that'll do. Ah! I went to gung-ho again. Whoops, my mistake. And use bad juju. That's a pulse rifle, right? Anything that isn't a pulse rifle. If I can do that with bows and or swords, that would be a bonus. And so that's why the setup that I have, I probably will never change it unless there is a way, without changing my weapons, if there is a way for me to continue to use my weapons in such a way, like a bow and a sword, if I can continue to use bows and swords, and still like have such an incredibly quick ult, incredibly quick grenades, hey, that'll do it for me.
That's the last of them.
Bolstering grenade and energy converter on gloves, taking charge on something else. That sounds good to me. I don't even know half those things, but okay, that sounds good to me. Alright, let's have a quick look at my... Okay, bolstering detonation. Okay, let's have a look at what you said. So, aspects. Arc Soul. Oh yeah. And Electrostatic Mind. Oh yeah. Fragments. Amplitude. Which the hell one is amplitude? Oh, spark of amplitude. Okay, interesting. Rapidly defeating targets while you are amplified. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yep. Yep. Sounds good to me. Hats off and hydrate. Okay, one sec, Gasty. How? Next one. The next one that you are suggesting is ions. Oh god. Okay. Spark of ions. Defeating jolted targets. Jolted? How do I do jolted? Creates an ionic trace. Travels along the ground. So how do I make him jolted? Is starting a new match? No, I don't think so. No, I'm back in idle mode. If you want to join me for my last nightfall, feel free. Okay, let's just get rid of all of these then, because I kind of just picked them. I kind of picked them randomly, but I may have picked the wrong ones. Shock fragment. Shock fragment. Wait, what? Shock fragment. Okay, so let's get the shock one first. Not that it matters, but let's just get the shock one first. Your arc grenades jolt targets. The -10 discipline is pretty cringe, but okay, I'll take it. Spark of ions. Okay, that works for me. And what's the last one that you suggested? Oh, last is free. As in, just pick whatever. Okay, let's have a look here. While you are amplified, your arc special weapons final blows create a blinding explosion. I like the sound of that. No, I don't care. Sliding over ammo bricks, no, I don't care. We've already got that. Right? Spark of shock. Yeah, we've already got that. We've already got that. I can't just... Oh yeah, no, I can't just use it twice. Duh. Duh. Maybe discharge since Trinity? Arc weapon final blows have a chance to create an ionic trace. Sounds good to me. Let's have a look at our other options. Melee hits, don't care. After sprinting for a short time, your class ability regeneration is increased. Interesting. Don't care. Your lingering arc grenades, lightning grenades, storm grenades have a... Ooh! Extra duration storm grenade sounds fun to me. We've already got this one. No. Finishes make you amplified. Well, I mean, killing enemies rapidly makes me amplified. No? Isn't that how that works? Defeating... hang on. Oh, collecting an ionic trace makes you amplified. So, I'm already being amplified out the wazoo like 24/7. So that's fine. And what's that last one? Defeating a blinded target with precision damage creates a blinding explosion. Okay. I think... You know what? Discharge is sounding pretty good to me. Ah! Crap. What was the first one? Spark of... something. Amplitude. Yeah, spark of discharge. Discharge? Spark of discharge is sounding pretty good to me. A fragment gives your grenades jolt. Oh, yeah, spark of shock. Stadia is going down very soon. Too bad I use Steam. Too bad I use PC, so I don't care. Yes, shock. Yeah, shock sounds good. Do you guys use ball lightning or chain lightning? I'm curious. I mean, I feel like ball lightning sounds good to me. I don't... Chain lightning, I mean... Oh, that just sound... I might as well just start playing Destiny 1 again. Ball for the range? Yeah, balls. Ball lightning or chain lightning is the question that I was asking. What were you suggesting for solar? Solar, ignition, arc, jolt, void... Oh, okay, never mind. That's different. For those wondering, what are you asking? Do you use ball lightning or chain lightning? Just out of curiosity, it doesn't really matter. Like, I think I'll stick to ball lightning. With regards to void, Child of the Old Gods, obviously. Oh, come on. That's so good. Ball lightning. Arc locks, they have two different melees. One of them is ball lightning, the other one's called chain lightning. Ball lightning is when you just throw out a ball of lightning that kind of just explodes and hits something. And I use Feed the Void. Because Devour, lol. The ones I use is Echo Persistence. Increased duration on Devour. Sounds good to me. I don't know how I get overshields. Oh, do I get overshield? Is my main way so far of getting overshields just through my healing rift? I don't know. I don't know if maybe there's a thing here. Yeah, I know overshields is void. We're looking at void, bro. I don't know. Anyway, I go Echo Persistence because the idea of increased duration on Devour sounds good to me. Instability. Defeating targets grants volatile rounds to your void weapons. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Void ability final blows cause targets to explode. Sounds good to me. And finisher blows giving me invisibility. Sounds good to me. I mean, I'm open to alternatives, but like, I've already got that one. I don't really care about this one. This one could be good. This one, I don't use these things, I think. I don't use any of these things, so I don't care about this one. Echo of Expulsion? Expulsion? Oh, I'm already using that. This one might be nice, but the minus 20 discipline is making me feel really cringe. I'm already using that one. Melee final blow start health regeneration. Harvest. Which one's Harvest? Am I using that one already? No, I'm not. Okay, let's have a look at what Harvest is. Defeating weakened... Ooh. That's actually a good that sounds like a good option. Ooh, that actually does sound like a good option, eh? Not gonna lie, that does sound like a good option. Undermining? The minus 20 discipline. I'm using Void Hunter, I can debuff a lot. Yeah, but like... Then I have minus a whopping 20 on my freaking discipline. Ugh. I don't know, that just makes me cringe inside. Maybe, am I thinking about it wrong? I don't know, man. I can weaken for you. Yeah, I know, but like, like, the goal is to be able to use my... Like, remember, the goal is to be able to use my grenades and to use my ult as much as I can. With this one... Yeah, there's minus 10 intellect, but I can handle that. Because minus 10 intellect, but you keep getting orbs of power. Works for me. I do precision final blows all the time because I use a bow. And I try to aim for the head all the time. So that's not necessarily a problem. Whereas, like... What's the alternative? It was, this one. Your void grenades weaken targets, but you don't get to use them as much because you get minus 20 discipline. Ugh. Yikes. I don't know, to me that just sounds like yikes. One sec. Instability, which one's that one? Let's see. Instability. Volatile rounds. I've already got that. And what was the other one? Reprisal. Oh, man. Oh. Final blows when surrounded. Oh! I should just use this one. Ah! No. I should just straight up use that one as my last one. Just don't even worry about, like, weakened nonsense. Just straight up use this one. Because I'm surrounded by combatants on a near constant basis. Anyway, I'm just gonna eat this mango. One sec, everyone. How's everyone's day? Savage, how was your day? Mango in this weather? How? I don't know, man. But it is what it is. Also, here's my solar build. Feel free to decipher that. I'm not going to... Did you do armor mods? Oh no, I haven't looked at my armor mods yet. No. But if you think that my fragments and aspects are all over the place, just get ready for my armor mods. Like, that's even more, like, vibe-based than anything. I don't know what I'm looking for. I might not even have the mods that you are suggesting. Because this isn't Warframe. One sec, everyone. They just don't taste good. At all. Okay, I'm back, everyone. Isn't it too late for a snack? Well, if you also count fortified wine as a snack, then no. Okay. Yeah, with regards to my... This is heal lock, so... Healing grenade. Healing grenade. Touch of flame sounds good to me. Icarus dash, although honestly wait, why am I using Icarus dash? Oh! Wait, hold to activate heat wait, what? Q press. Hold to activate heat rises, consuming your grenade and releasing a burst of healing energy around you. Consuming a healing grenade increases the strength of the burst. I should be using heat rises. What am I doing? Yeah, why am I using Icarus dash? That was dumb. Sorry everyone, that was dumb. Ember of singeing. I don't know. This one seems good. The -10 discipline is cringe, but it seems good. Your solar ignitions spread scorch to affected targets, so this one actually negates the discipline loss, so that's kind of hilarious. And I guess it's good. I mean, it's actually, you know what? No, that's also cringe. What am I doing? When you scorch targets, your class ability regenerates faster when you scorch targets. I don't think I should be using any of these, because I'm using a healing grenade. I don't even know. Are there a bunch of fragments that I should be using for a healing build, or I don't know. Powered, huh? Your weapons are enhanced by the healing grenade takes time to cool down. Yeah, it's 1 minute 22 as opposed to the alternative, which is 2 minute 1. Wait, it's faster. It's not as fast as Firebolt or Fusion, but it's faster than Swarm. Curious. Anyway, anything that allows me to have faster grenades or faster ult. Here we go. So, first off, this gives me 10 discipline. Your solar ignitions... I don't even know how I'm going to do solar ignitions. Healing grenade is all class, but it got nerfed, so... well, there we go. If If I have heat rises, then I might as well just use Firebolt. It's a faster grenade. I just hold my Q to release the healing energy. That'll do the trick. Your class ability regenerates faster when you scorch targets. And pray tell, how am I going to scorch targets? Ignition, apply scorch till times 100 stacks. It activates ignition, explosions explode. Right. And how in the hell am I going? Oh! I can start scorching them with a fireball grenade. Okay. So that's good. Applying restoration, cure, or radiant grants increased melee. Oh no, Ember of Benevolence. That's what's useful. Can I... Oh, I can scorch enemies with my... Oh, alright, I can scorch enemies with my melee. There we go. So that's still going to be useful. That's going to be useful. That I don't care about that one. Extended duration of restoration and radiant abilities. See, I kind of like this. Don't care. I think. I don't think I care about this enough these days. Solar Weapon Final Blows grant you and allies increased recovery for a short duration. Stacks 3 times. You also have increased airborne effectiveness. Sounds good. Whoops, hang on. Sounds good to me. Definitely Benevolence. Benevolence. Which one's that one? Am I using that one? Wait. Wait. Oh, no, no, no. I had that here. This one was... Hey? I think I accidentally misclicked. Oh, no. This one is this one. And then... Solar Weapon Final Blows grant you and your allies increased recovery for a short duration. That sounds good to me. Solace? Solace. This one. Radiant. Ooh, yes. Good idea. Ah! Okay, I'd like to, I would like to put down for the record that I am starting to really dislike this UI. It is very annoying. Okay, that's it. Because for some reason I cannot get any more fragment slots. It's just kind of... It's kind of cringe. Like, I think to this day we still can't get the last 2 fragment sockets, can we? Or can we? I haven't read anywhere that we can. The 2 bugged slots? Are they bugged? They weren't there before. Cringe. Actually cringe, Bungie. Actually cringe. Torches just for support? Torches? Okay, let me see what torches is. Torches. Powered melee attacks against combatants no. I almost my strength is so low. Oh yeah, weapon armor mods. So again, as always, my main and almost only goal is just more grenades, more ults. So what do I got? Recovery mod for more recovery, which is kind of hilarious, but okay. Ashes to assets. Bonus super energy on grenade kills. Hell yeah. Solar Siphon. Why the hell am I using Solar Siphon? Oh god, that's cringe. Sorry everyone. That was cringe. Oh. Solar Siphon on my Nezarec Sin. Oh boy. What alternatives do I have? Harmonic Siphon? Rapid weapon final blows with damage matching a subclass creates an orb of power. Okay. I can do that. Or I just use Ashes to Asset again. Or no, just do the Now I have 2 slots now I have 2 slots that are open. By breaking a combatant shield. I mean, I could do that. I mean, I don't know, man. I could go Ashes to Assets again or Harmonic Siphon. Either of these works. Either of these will be... Either of these I don't mind, honestly. I mean, since I have the mod energy... Why still Whirlwind Blade? What, on this? What's Whirlwind Blade? Rapid sword strikes increase weapons damage for a short duration. I mean, what alternatives do I have? I don't think I have a whole lot of... I didn't think I had a particularly decent alternative. Anyway, that's my Nezarec Sin. With my Crown of Tempest. What's this? Increases the lifespan of elemental wells you create. Okay. Do I want to use this? Oh wait. Picking up an elemental well grants you energy to your ability with the lowest current energy. Picking up an elemental well whose okay. Precision charge. Become charged with light by rapidly defeating. I can use this. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Maybe I'll use this. Okay. What do I got? Discipline mod. Okay. Yeah. Dynamo reduces super cooldown when using your class ability near targets. If you want to use elemental well mods, you better make an entire well build. Well, I probably won't then. Harmonic Siphon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm using Harmonic Siphon here because I'm using, you know, Trinity Ghoul. And Precision Charge sounds good to me. I'm open to suggestions on that one. With my gloves, I don't know if this is necessarily a good idea. I don't necessarily need... Oh, no. No. Strong against barrier champions. Okay, yeah. My bows now do shield piercing, so not only does my... And it's great with when I'm using Nezarec... Sorry. Lemon Arc, because then I'm good against barrier and I'm good against overload. I'm good against... What are they called? I can overload them as well, so I can shield pierce and I can overload, so... Yay! This is probably cringe. I should probably use this, honestly. Fastball sounds like a good idea, though. What? What do you mean, what? Lemon Arc. Remember how Lemon Arc, like... No, you can't? Does this not work again? Wait, does this not work on, Lemon Arc? So one bow cannot have 2 different things, huh? Oh. Damn. Okay. Well, I mean, I can always just equip another bow. I have Lunar Looter. What is this called? I have Lunar Looter 4B, so if necessary, I can just equip that instead. I can just equip that as well, rather. I can just equip Lunar Looter 4B as well, and we're good to go. Or, if worse comes to worst, I just use Tikus. Tikus doesn't have anything, so Tikus will become an, so Tikus would end up being, shield piercing. Right? Oh, but then I don't have anything that does overload. Cringe! Anyway, I'll figure it out. That or I just don't care. I don't know. That or I just don't care. Want to try out the other Nova Bomb, though? Nah. I find it too boring. I like the Nova Bomb that I'm using right now because it just makes like extra Nova Bomb bomblets that just fly around and kill everything. When people are like, oh, why don't you have the Gallahorn? It's because I am the Gallahorn. With my Legacy Oath robes, the only thing I care about, the only thing I've got right now is just this. I mean, honestly, I should just use this. I don't really know. It sucks in enemies. Ah! Venti! No, that's not a bad idea. I should try it. I just... won't. You know, it is, I don't know. I should probably get unflinching bow aim in here somehow. PvP suffer? like I give a shit about PvP. Yeah, like I said, I'd normally use Phoenix Protocol, and I don't even know what I'm doing with this one, mate. So, open to suggestions here. Discipline mod. Honestly, I should use an intellect mod. Why do you even need unflinching bow in PvE? Well, maybe not unflinching bow. I could probably use unflinching sniper though. Sorry, unflinching sniper. Yeah, I think I could use unflinching sniper. Use the damage resist mods. Does that also do it? Huh. Oh, there we go. Because I was flinching like crazy just then. When I was using my sniper rifle, at least. I did notice that, so I figured, oh, maybe I need that. And with my boots, I don't know. I don't know. Recovery... intellect? Am I seriously off by 1? Should I just do it then? Or... sniper rifle holster. Ah. Picking up an... okay, I don't... You know what? Let's just get rid of that. And we'll just move on. Anyway, yeah. This is, like... Don't come to me for, like, builds. Because I don't necessarily know what I'm doing. Oh, look at that! I'm 1560... Wait, when did that happen? Oh! It says 1558 because it doesn't take into account this thing. Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thank you. I'll take that. Alright, last nightfall. Let's do this. I think this should be the night. Yeah. I'm on 67%, so this should be the last one. That I need to do. I don't know about you, Sandwich, if you haven't done your nightfalls yet. But I would assume you can do 1. And you're done. If not 2. Are you at the stage where you're 2 and done, or are you at the stage of 1 and done? You haven't gotten your Finch upgrade? Finch upgrade? What? Do I need to go to... What? Do I need to go to what's-his-face? In the Throne World? So what? I go to Finch and get an upgrade? I don't know. Okay. I don't know what that is. While we're doing this nightfall... Oh, what's this? Okay, what's this? This is what Savage posted on Warframe chat at the Discord. If you want to join the Discord and you happen to be watching on Twitch, just type in !Discord and you'll get the Discord link. So Savage posted some YouTube comment section. Quote, "Doesn't matter what anyone says, Wukong is S tier. He is good at every single situation. Just helmet off staff with Roar or Zada's Whisper. And you have GG damage, GG survivability." Yeah, that's correct. He may be good in every situation, but there are frames that more than excel in all areas. Jack of all trades, master of none. I mean, I feel like they did buff his staff though, so I feel like you shouldn't even get rid of his staff at this point, but whatever. Wukong is still just about S tier in every situation. Oh, I don't know about... Well, actually, he might be right. He's probably right, actually. And literally has no weaknesses, true. Still better than any other frame in the game when it comes... especially when it comes to speed. Hello, Titania? What's going on? Titania's faster. A well-controlled Volt or a well-controlled Goss is faster. I think. But like, hello, Titania. You sleep in the bottom of the well for a long time. Time to get out. So who is the, as you call it, human trash in this particular discussion here? Because the guy who's saying that Wukong is still S tier, I don't think they're wrong. I don't think they're wrong. The Wukong nerfs are not even that nerfed. So if that's... Is that the guy who you think is human trash? Sandwich? Who's the human trash in that in that discussion here? I'm a little bit confused. Please don't forget, I'm extremely disgusted of Wukong players. Yep, same here. But he's not wrong. He's not wrong though. Wukong is still very, very strong. The nerfs, I think, the nerfs did like nothing to him. That's the problem. Right. Wait. Oh, you're just really, really annoyed. So the problem isn't that someone is saying something that is wrong. The problem is that someone exists. And that, my friends, is at the heart of racism. This is what we were talking about literally last night, Savage. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I will say this. Maybe one thing has come out of the Wukong nerfs. This is Warframe, by the way. Velixion, if you're confused. Maybe one thing has come out of the Wukong nerfs, and that is that I don't think I see a lot of Wukongs when I play Warframe. But even then, I play Warframe like maybe once a week, and even then I play mostly with like you guys.
The list is long.
So
He would have
I don't
told
see
you
a lot of
saving
Wukongs, but I probably need to get a better sample size, so, you know, don't take everything I say as gospel. I still get triple Wukongs.
it shut down.
Oh, for real?
This would
Are you playing on Asian server by any chance?
close to the sun.
Because I think Wukong is like, was super popular on the Asian server, for reasons. So you're saying I have to dust off my Wukong for Archon hunts? That is not what I am saying. You're an Asian server. Okay. That might be the reason then. That might be the reason then. I mean, I feel like, I wonder, like, because it's the Asian server, at what point is it just, at what point do we go from, yeah, everyone is just metagaming, to, well, it's Wukong, and a lot of people in China, for example, or in Asian countries, just happen to really, 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 really like Wukong because he's Wukong. Think about it. You are playing as one of the premier Asian mythologies. So premier, in fact, that Black Sun Wukong is a thing that is coming soon. Hopefully. Inshallah, hopefully it comes soon, right? Because Black Sun Wukong is looking hella dope. So you would have to forgive them for wanting to play, well, Wukong, the Warframe, as a way to sort of tie them between now and when Black Sun Wukong comes out. Hey! Hey! Huh. Oh! Is that fragment that I'm using now that causes like all, what is it, all void final blows to make enemies volatile or something? Which in turn just makes more explosions? Ah! That's fun! Not volatile, just explosions. Oh, okay. Which is essentially the idea of volatile, but not quite. Like, we're basically skipping a step. Hey, more explosions, works for me. More explosions, feels like another grenade. Oi, 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 oi. Didn't get a kill! Ah! Or rather, I was trying to get thingamajig to happen. Oh, that was a grenade throw that completely missed. I'm a bit sad that like all my abilities are on cooldown. Not a fun time. Be ready for the current trend, which is what?
Here they come.
Ah! Why did I do that?
One escape.
Exor! Wasted grenade. Pray tell, what are you trying to do? Oh, no you don't. Ah! So, wyverns. They're the ones that are going to do a lot of damage because of Thingo. Thank you, I think. Yep, thank you. When are you ending the stream? Usual time? In about... What time is it now? It's 10:30. In about half an hour to an hour? Finally. Wait, do I need to act... Wait, are you perma-living? No. No, I would like to be, but unfortunately that is not the case. I'm still gonna have to go back to Brisbane soon. Alright, that's both of them down. Ooh, heavy weapon.
That's the last of them, Elizabeth.
1560.
Evil bastards. Until next time.
I think... Ambitious and... Oh. Wait, hold on. So, what did I actually get? What kind of rocket launcher is this? Ambitious Assassin. Overflows the magazine based on number of rapid kills. Don't care. Frenzy. You know what? I think I'm going to feed that to my sword. Yeah, let's feed it to my sword. It's done. No, wait, too late. What's the weapon? It's that, I have the weapon. I still have the weapon. I just don't have those. It's just not that weapon with those perks. It's, Palmyra B. Yeah, it's Palmyra B. The one I'm using right now has lasting impression, which I think is pretty good. I want to say it's pretty good. It's the one it's actually the one I used when we were, when we finally, managed to thingo it. What weapon is it? It's a rocket. It's the, yeah, that's the rocket that's the rocket launcher that I used when we finally completed, extra hard mode thingamajig. Extra hard mode whatchamacallit, story missions. So that happened. That sounds good. Legend, yes, that one. Yes. Legend Witch Queen. Yeah. When we completed Legend Witch Queen, I was using the one that I already had, which is this one, Palmyra B, with lasting impression, which seemed to like it just made it so that I hit her, give it a sec, boom, does a lot of damage. It sounded pretty good to me, and well, we were able to complete it, so yay. Throw well below the vow of discipline. Do you have the preservation mission note? Yes, I do. I do in fact have the preservation stuff. I've already done that. Yeah, I did that. I do that solo almost. Not almost, actually. I just do them because it's 1540 power level, so I just do it. I haven't done these though, so we need to do these, but these are easy. It requires next to no combat anyway. So we'll just need to do... we'll do these two as well. Shouldn't be too difficult. It ain't hard. No, it ain't. What, preservation? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It does take a good while. It's just a thing to do, man. It's just a thing to do. At least it's not as long as a dungeon.
Yes.
Ooh, hang on. 1556. Okay. You can 30-minute a dungeon? Not unless you keep screwing up. Which is what we were doing. We were constantly screwing up. Not my problem. Partly your problem. Partly your problem, partly my problem. I'll take that though.
Transfer.
That's a hell of a good submachine gun. You know why? Because I can feed it to my bow. There it is. Thank you. Whew. Prime engrams? Yeah, I do. I do got a few. Give it a sec, dude. Give it a sec. Come on. I can't go through everything in one foul swoop, my dude. Just relax. Jeez, always so angsty, in a rush to make sure, like, come on, get everything done. You don't have a clan right now? Actually, I do. Some random ass clan out of nowhere just decided to send me a clan request, so now I'm part of Heaven's Fault. So that happened. Ooh, I will take that. Ooh, chest armor. Wonderful. Ooh, strided whistle again. 15. Ah, dang it. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Okay, we're killing that. That's for sure. Okay. 1557 to 1563. Ooh. Sounds good to me. Bang! There we go. Does Hoxtron have a pinnacle for you? Who in the hell and what is Hoxtron? Who in the hell and the what is Hoxtron? The burb. Oh, you mean this chick? We're currently sitting at 60%, so I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, probably not then. We're sitting at 60% right now.
Hi.
UI mod check?
Checking now.
There we go. What do we got? Destiny servers.
Acknowledged.
Always the most stable of servers, folks. Always the most stable. Okay, what is this? Is there a way for me to... Oh, I can't... I thought I could...
She said she wanted to express...
Quick draw successive warm-up Vanguard's Vindication. Versus well-rounded opening shot. Opening shot? Well, every shot of a bow is an opening shot. Throwing a grenade or hitting a target with a charged melee attack grants stacking bonus to weapon stability, handling, and range. Using a super grants maximum stacks. Opening shot improves range and accuracy of every shot of a bow. Okay. As opposed to what I currently have, which is this one. Quick draw. Successive warm-up. Successful warm-up. I can't speak. You know what? I'm liking the sound of what I got. Not what I have. Or what I had. So,
Trades in goods.
I think we're going to burn this one.
Guardian's journey.
Yeah, I think it's pretty nice. I'm gonna keep one. Well-rounded opening shot versus quick draw successful warm-up. Chat, anyone have any strong opinions on this one? Either. If I keep the one that I currently have, then I feed this one into that one for nothing but glimmer. You can just test it out. Thing is, the great irony is that I'm actually almost never going to use these weapons anyway. Oh, there we go.
Anything for you?
I think I'm going to keep the... I'm just going to get rid of it. No! Pull the band-aid! We're just going to get rid of it. There we go. Done.
She said.
Oh, I got a finest matter weave out of that, though. That's good.
I gave her a thumbs up.
Oh, I have a lot of finest matter weaves. I should probably use one. Jeez. Jesus. I have so many... Wait. What's going on here? Why are you still marked? Are we not already done with you, dude?
Guardian.
Zavala! What's up? Oh! Okay. Repulsor brace! Defeat... Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's a pulse rifle. Like I care.
Remember how light fight.
Like I care. What is it? 1564! Oh, you're getting fed! Oh! Thank... Bollocks! Again, it's powerful gear? Ah, indeed so. You're going straight into my Le Monarch. Le Monarch is gonna get fed good tonight. Weekly mission gives powerful gear and bright dust. Was that part of the weekly mission, or was that just part of a thing?
Thanks.
Alright. Oh, another Palmyra B. Oh, what's this? Unrelenting. Rapidly defeating targets triggers health regen. Explosive light. Picking up an orb of power increases the next projectile's blast radius and damage. Okay. I am liking the sound of that. But I think lasting impression is just better. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But I think lasting impression is better.
Earth's a good place.
Oh, give me that! Lasting impression could kill you, maybe? Maybe. I never use these weapons enough to know for a fact. Alright, let's move on. What am I going to do? Oh, I want to talk briefly about the news. Chat, this morning I found out that some shenanigans is going down. Come to this clan reward when you're done. Okay. This morning I found out that Brazil is actually going through what we now call the January 6th effect. It's when a nation holds elections and someone wins, and obviously then someone loses. But the supporters of the person who lost cannot believe for even a second that their person lost, to the point where they actively storm the Capitol. A lot of people in Brazil, in the what do you call it?
Out there.
Wait, how do you go to work from their place, or is it very close to home anyways? We have a we have a Sydney office, which is close enough to home. I just have to take a train real quick, and that should do the trick. They're playing Payday 2, the election day IRL. Exactly. They literally stormed the Capitol. Let me bring up a news article so I can read through it with you guys. Okay, here we go. Brazil's Capitol storming. This is from ABC, Australian broadcast company. Pro-Bolsonaro supporters storm Brazil's National Congress in Capitol. Let's watch. Doesn't this look familiar, except it's in Brazil? Chat. Don't this look very familiar if you come from America? Except this is from Brazil. Hundreds of supporters of Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro have been arrested after they invaded the Supreme Court, the National Congress building, and the surrounding presidential palace in the country's capital, Brasilia. Several thousand protesters who refused to accept Bolsonaro's electoral defeat broke into buildings and was seen on TV smashing furniture inside the Supreme Court and in the National Congress. So, it's when Brazil arrests more people than a certain other country. Yeah, I know, right? It also says a lot about the protesters in support of Bolsonaro, that they actually stirred shit. Because remember, when January 6th happened, what did they do? They kind of just did like a tour of the Capitol and that's it. They, like, everyone stormed the Congress, they got inside the Congress, and then they just started walking around. Yeah, they were looking for people. They're like AOC was saying, like, people were yelling, "Where is she? Where is she? Where is she?" But they did take some stuff, but they weren't smashing shit. These guys just straight up broke shit, it seems. So, you know, I think the Brazilians are a bit more hardcore than the Americans, if you will. Then again, you know, Brazilians are generally more hardcore than Americans, let's be real here. Half of Brazil lives in favelas, so they live in like freaking slums, whereas half of America lives in,
Yes, we'll speak again tomorrow.
well, on the street, which is slightly different. Local media estimates about 3,000 people were involved. Jesus Christ. 3,000. Many of the protesters dispute the result of the October 30 election, in which leftist Lula da Silva defeated Bolsonaro. The former president repeatedly questioned without evidence the credibility of the country's electronic voting system, and many of his hardcore supporters believe him. Yes. Meanwhile, Bolsonaro left Brazil for Florida, so he's literally in Florida. He's a Florida man now, chat. Like, imagine that. The guy who loses becomes a Florida man, and all of his supporters, despite the fact that he's not even in the country anymore, they still unironically storm the Capitol. Like,
Very small.
it's hilarious to me, right? It's hilarious to me that, like, the day that Bolsonaro lost, everyone on the left side of politics was basically saying, like, oh, I bet you they're gonna storm the Capitol. Just cause Bolsonaro kept saying, oh yeah, we should totally storm the Capitol, we should totally storm the Capitol. We should totally do the January 6th thing. Because he's like Trump. Like, a lot of what Bolsonaro does is kind of like what Trump does. He doesn't want to wear a mask, and he gets COVID like 24/7. He's more Trump than Trump, let's be real here. And so when he lost, a lot of people on the left side of politics were like, I get the feeling we're going to see a January 6th type shenanigan in Brazil. And today, we have a January 6th kind of situation in Brazil. Who'd have bloody thought is what I have to say, eh? Who'd have bloody thought? It's strange how divided politics is. In my country, the center wins more because more people are tired of conflict, thus the most non-offensive usually wins. Because you live in a developed nation, Shin. What you gotta realize is that you live in a developed nation. In Australia, we don't really have... We're also kind of like that. Like, the Liberal Party is getting further and further to the right wing, whereas the Labour Party still is ultimately a centre-left party. We do have a further left party, and they're called the Greens. Now, in the last election, in the last federal election, the Greens actually did pretty well. So, one could argue that there might be a bigger shift leftward. Why is the Liberal Party called Liberal? I don't know, dude. That's the question that has been plaguing everyone's minds in Australia for the past forever. Since they became a thing, which was like right after or during World War II. They have always been conservative. They've always been right-wing. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But keep in mind, Shin, in a similar situation, Liberal Democrats, or any party that is called the Liberal Democrats, I think is also usually right-wing. So, for example, if we look at the Lib Dems, right? So, the Lib Dems of the UK, I think they are a generally conservative party. Let's have a look here. Or maybe not. They have an LGBT wing. What the fuck? Are they? Wait. Are they? Are they left wing or right wing? Usually. Political position, center to center left. Okay, never mind. Hassan Abi is fucking wrong. Okay. I think the main takeaway is that you try not to get too hung up on the name of the party. Most of the time, if a party's called a Labour Party, there's a good chance that they're a left-wing party. If they're called a Liberal Party, well, you know, hopefully they're a left-wing party. But in Australia's case, they are a right-wing party. There's also the Nationals. Not nationalists necessarily, although honestly they kind of feel like nationalists. But there's the National Party. They're right wing. They're country right wing. Labour is normal left wing here too. Yeah. Labour is the left wing party in Australia, 100%. But yeah, Labour won the last general election by a bit. But that's because a lot of people also voted Greens, which is theoretically ostensibly further left. The Liberals on the other hand, being the right wingers, and the National Party, they got kinda deleted. So that's what's going on in Australia, at least. So yeah, in terms of like political parties and political party names, best not to get too hung up with like what the name actually is, right? But yeah. I want a more left government wants to. Yeah. What? Yeah. So, we're stuck with 16 years of right wing? Seriously? In the Netherlands? This is about to turn into a just chatting stream, folks.
Deep breath, Soraya.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn this into a just chatting stream for now. Seriously? Let's have a look. Netherlands government. Is a monarchy. No, it's not. The same party won for the 4th time. So, what did I miss? Oh, we're talking about the fact that Brazil is getting a January 6th kind of dealio right now. And in the process, we're talking about how parties work. It's like rich people party. That's a right-wing party. Nine times out of 10, a party that works exclusively for... Well, then again, that's also the Democrats, but... In US politics, that's left-wing, but... Hashtag real talk. The Democrats are a pretty right-wing party. They're pretty fucking right-wing, let's be real here. AKA stakeholder and landlord party. Ooh! Ooh! So Mystic, hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. We're talking about... We're just talking about what's going on in Brazil, and apparently what's going on in the Netherlands as well. Politics in Netherlands, have a quick look here. So, the Root Party, I believe is what it's called. The right? Politics. Name, legislative, executive, monarchy, cabinet. Ah, Mark Rutte is the prime minister. I've never heard of this guy before, actually. VVD is the Dutch one. VVD. Yeah, Mark Rutte. Yeah. I may be putting too much of an emphasis on the way to pronounce his name, but whatever. Oh, right, yes, the People's Party for Freedom and Democracy is a right-wing party. No, not really. What? I'm in the dark days at the moment. I'm coming from YouTube. I saw your Mag Prime and Paris Prime build. It looks awesome. Thank you.
Is he looking at you funny?
If you're in the dark days, perhaps we may be able to help you out. What's on your mind? So many... 16 years of this dude's party, hey? I mean, in Australia, we had the Labour Party. Well, sorry, in Australia... Okay, get this. In Australia, we had John Howard's friggin' Liberal Party. Which, by the way, right wing. We had John Party's Liberal Party. We had John... What did I say? We had John Howard's Liberal Party in power for like, I don't know, 300 years? Not really. I think they were in power for like 20 years. Let me have a look. List of Australian federal elections. Here we go. So... Yeah, so we had Paul Keating, we had the Labour Party in power under Paul Keating until 1940... What? Oh no, that's his birth. Christ. We had Paul Keating's Labour Party in power until 1996. And then from 96, right, get this, to 2004. So that's 8 whole ass years of the Howard government. Liberal Party. Then again, we had Hawkey into Keating from 83 to 93, so that's 10 years. Or 83 into 96, so that's 10 years. 12 years. We kinda just do that. Political points of views, that seems fun, especially how I'm doing a degree in politics. Try not to use anything I say in any of the political writings that you write for your degree. I'm just saying stuff. I'm just saying stuff. Oh no, sorry. We had 11 years of the Howard government. Right? We got 11 years of the Howard government, which is a Liberal government, but it's the Liberal Party of Australia, which is conservative. Don't ask me how that works. And so then we had the K. Rudd, Julia Gillard years, which only lasted like 6. And then we had Liberal government again. Conservative government. And under Tony Abbott, Malcolm Fraser, and eventually ScoMo. And that went from 2013 to 2019. Sorry, 2013 to 2022. So that's 9 years again of a right-wing government in which we had the chance of having fast internet and we decided, nah. That's why Australian internet is still a meme. Folks, that is why Australian internet is still a meme. Don't worry, I have my point of views too, but I can't really express that in my degree essays. How does that... Oh! Is it just poli-sci? Because I would have thought that, like, a degree in politics, you hope to be able to, you know, talk about what you think. Of all... You're not doing a science degree. Surely the degree where you are able to express some level of opinion would be a politics degree. Surely. So this is a politics degree based on history. Ah, okay.
You're doing great out there, Deborah.
But yeah, like that's...
Thank you for everything.
So yeah, I don't think we've had... What did you say, Shin? 16 years in a row so far? Of conservative... Seemingly conservative leadership? What is it? The PPV... The People's Party for Freedom and Democracy. A conservative liberal party. It has more sympathy for private enterprise and economic freedom compared to other Dutch parties. VVD has supported prioritizing security over civil liberties. This is from Wikipedia, by the way. While VVD is more market liberal, split party D66 profiles more social liberal stance and leans more to the... Oh! Democrats 66 is more of a social liberal party. Okay. I think the main takeaway is that they're basically economically a right-wing party. I think. It's 14 or 15, 16 year. That's kind of brutal. Oh! That might explain why the workers' tax rate that we were talking about a few days... last week or something? When we were talking about how the workers' tax rate is somehow, like, obscenely high. That might be the reason. Because the government of your nation is more interested in in supporting the business owners and the private enterprise owners instead of you and me. I have to talk about the Leviathan and what? The Leviathan? Isn't that a mythical creature? I have to talk about the Leviathan and explain, like, what was their political point of view.
Stick close, Lewis.
I have to talk about old famous politicians and explain their points and seeing what their point of view is. Wait, what their points of view and their political point of view is. Oh! What the hell is the Leviathan? The Leviathan? What the hell is that? It does sound interesting. What the hell is the Leviathan? A very, very old... Oh! From Hobbes? You mean the book from Thomas Hobbes? This is from Wikipedia. Leviathan... Okay, you can't read most of it, so I'll read it for you. Leviathan, or the matter, form, and power of a commonwealth... What the hell is this word? Ecclesiastic... What?
It's gonna be working.
Wait, what is this word?
Probably have listened to
What? Ecclesiastical. Did I say that right? The power of a commonwealth ecclesiastical and civil. Extra testicle. Okay, let's get Google to tell us how to pronounce that one hell ass word. Translate. That's not a word, is it, chat? No shot. Hang on. Destiny's being too loud. For me, at least. I'm gonna...
We all want the same things.
There we go.
Guardian, ghost, human, exo, awoken, frame, bird.
Okay, here we go.
Ecclesiastical.
Ecclesiastical. Oh, Christ. I've heard of this word before. Relating to the Christian church or its... Oh, or its clergy. Oh, ecclesiastical. Especially since English is my second language. Oh, what's your first language? What's your first language, Sir Mystic? I'm curious. So, Leviathan. Hungarian. Oh, yeah, no, a word like ecclesiastical is going to fuck you up big time. Leviathan. Or the matter form. Oh, it's written F-O-R-M-E. He's a... Okay, no, this Hobbes guy is like... He's a freaking pompous prat. He's a pompous prat because he spells the word form with an extra E. Who does that these days? Anyway, Leviathan, or the matter, form, and power of a commonwealth ecclesiastical and civil, commonly referred to as Leviathan, is a book written by Thomas Hobbes who died 1679, by the way, folks. Published in 1651, about 20 years before he died, 30 years before he died. His name derives from the biblical Leviathan, lol. The work concerns the structure of society and legitimate government, and is regarded as one of the earliest and most influential examples of social contract theory. Ah, interesting. Written during the English Civil War, it argues for a social contract and rule by an absolute sovereign. Okay. Hobbes wrote that civil war and brute situation of a state of nature could be avoided only by strong, undivided government. Okay. He's just replaced a bunch of words with fancy French sounding. I have to learn about him when he was alive around 17th century. 17th century is a bit of a wild period, let's be real here. Then again, every period is a bit of a wild period, let's be real here. Think about it. 200 years from now, historians are going to look back in the 2000s period and be like, Jesus Christ, man, these people were insane. These people were actually legitimately insane. Basically, I have to look at more people like Hobbes and look at their theories and stuff. It has nothing to do with today's politics. Not necessarily, Sir Mystic. Just based off the first bit of the Wikipedia article, I think you can potentially make an argument that if we're talking about social contract theory, that I think might be relevant today. Because I'm going to refer to someone that you might not be able to actually use in your papers. I think it was Trevor Noah who, when talking about the plight of... talking about like how African American people in America maybe necessarily getting screwed over. There is a social contract, like for example, there's a social contract with everyone where you don't want to break things. You don't want to break people's buildings, you don't want to break people's businesses, you don't want to go in there and rob people, you don't want to go in there and murder people. That's good. Why is your mic holster censored? It's not censored, it's just, hey Ray Rays, how's it going? But I know you're talking. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's not censored, it's just depth of field. Because the camera's focused on my face, so anything further in front of my face, notice how, like, for example, my hand gets more, you know, blurry as it gets closer to the camera. Depth of field. Okay. I realize as I rub my nose more and more and more, I'm starting to look more and more like Slavoj Žižek. But anyway. So... Oh, and I got a bit of a runny nose as well. Not that runny. So the more I do this as I'm talking, especially about politics, the more I start to become the Asian Slavoj Žižek. Anyway, social contract theory. Like, if the idea is that we have a social contract where we as a people should not be walking around breaking everything, we should not be murdering people because that's wrong. It also happens to be against the law, but, you know, social contract and all that jazz, we should be, you know, living in a harmonious society. But then you have a certain group of people historically who have completely destroyed or really screwed over I gotta scream that a social contract is broken. I'm not gonna scream that the social contract is broken, but I'm going to say, like, we're talking about the social contract. So I think the Leviathan book does at least hold some level of relevance if it's going to be the first and most influential example of social contract theory. If the idea
What you're saying, Tyra.
of this social contract
Yes.
started with Hobbes, built on by other people, becomes a thing that's more solidified today, then it is important to know what Hobbes is talking about in the Leviathan book. I'm learning a law and politics degree, so I kind of understand what you're trying to explain. Yeah, I'm sort of... Well, I guess I'm sort of struggling, but yeah, essentially. I'm not going to go into the Hobbes book that much because it's going to get too dank, but I think the point is that, like, I would argue that a lot of history, like, this is something that I kind of didn't really understand for a long time as well. My dad actually was a person who really pushed me, who really, like, showed me how important it can be. History informs us of a lot of things. Now, granted, ancient history might not inform us as much, but still, you can still learn quite a lot from, like, ancient history as well. But in general, history, you have to consider I'm 18. Yeah, that's what I mean. When I was 18, I didn't really understand the point that I am making right now, which is that it does sound like a lot of BS right now, but at least it's history and not art theory. History can be very informative, and it can teach us a lot about where we are right now. You can look at what's happening today, and then if you derive a historical context, like if you could see, like, a similarity between what's happening today and what's happening in history, what happened in history, or what people have discussed in history, and whether it be from, like, famous philosophers who have discussed a lot of things before, then you can potentially arrive at an answer to whatever problem you have before the problem has fully manifested itself. Does that make sense? Like, for example, let's go back to the very reason why we're talking about all of this in the first place. Brazil's former Prime Minister Bolsonaro lost his election. We can look as far back as January 6th. And we could use that historical context to inform us, maybe there's going to be an uprising of some description, because a lot of the environment that is necessary for something like that has already been produced. We've already had, for example, prior to the election, we had Bolsonaro say things along the lines of, like, the only way I don't become president is if A, the election was stolen, or B, I get assassinated. So that's one thing that he said, and that kind of sounds very similar to a certain orange person's words before. He has policies that are quite similar to a certain orange person's policies before, which in turn mean that, like, he's got the same idea, and he's, like, constantly pumping his followers with all that kind of stuff. The problem with politics is that when I was young, I didn't care. Same, because I didn't have to work, I didn't have to do my financials, but now that I'm older, I feel the pain. Dude, same. Yeah, dude, same. So in a way, studying politics is kind of ironic, because those who study it never face the consequences head on. Those who studied it never... Okay, yeah, your use of past tense is kind of hilarious, but yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Although, not necessarily, because if you happen to, go out and live by yourself, and you're attending uni, then you're fully into it at that point. Like, you'll be fully into it. I see your point of view in this. However, the way I face history is no one dares to learn from our history. I used to be a very historical person who has been into politics and history and try to force people to not do the same mistakes that has been done in the past, but people just don't listen to neither learn. True. No, I fully agree with that. It's a bit of a cynical approach, but it's a bit of a cynical point of view. Like, but I do agree. Like, as much as I don't like that idea, it's unfortunately the reality. People don't want to learn. We keep repeating our mistakes, like, all the damn time. So, that's kind of annoying. It would be nice if we don't. But, like, then you just have to like analyze what's going on today and wonder like and think about like where the power lies and who's doing what and all that jazz, which is how you might, for example, end up with a point of view like what I believe to potentially be the reality, which is that moneyed interests are like always just lobbying the government to do things that are not necessarily for the people, and as a direct result of not doing things that are for the people, we have a economy in Australia, for example, a housing market in New South Wales where I will probably never be able to afford my own apartment or my own house, despite the fact that I have been literally living here for the past however long. Like, literally the only way I can get a place of my own is probably through inheritance, but that's pretty sad. Or like how in America, a lot of people can probably never afford their own place. Especially a lot of young people will never be able to afford their own place. And if you can't afford your own place, you're probably getting a lot of help. You're probably getting a small loan of $1 million. You know, it's my consequence of, I'm doing a full-time education and part-time job. It's my consequence of growing up in a poor family. Growing up in a poor family, whilst it is more difficult, you do get some life lessons, I think, that a lot of other people who don't grow up in poor families don't have. I'm generalizing here, you might have a better appreciation of money, a better appreciation of how money is distributed among the populace, and you might have a better appreciation of governments that actively help the people instead of just helping the wealthy. Which is where my side of politics, left-wing side of politics is. That's usually where left-wing side of politics is trying to go for. Right-wing side of politics, at least on the economical side, I want to say, I could be wrong, I think their premise is that, like, the way to help people out of their predicament, out of being poor, is by making it as easy as possible to start businesses in which then they themselves can provide themselves with money, without necessarily the help of the government. Which I think that's how they work. I mean, I don't know. I can't really generalize that side of politics that well. All I know is that, like, most of the time, whenever you're when you're discussing economical politics, I don't know, either might be more like that. Right side is more based on not too much change. It depends, because I would argue that, like, more policies that just simply favor rich people is still change. Like, I don't know, without becoming disingenuous, I don't really remember what the general premise is. The general premise of left-wing politics, as I understand it at least, is like the idea that the government should be helping people, poorer people, in such a way. It's not really more, it's more like keeping the rich rich. Oh, I see. Which is the majority of people don't agree, which is which the majority of people don't agree. Yeah, and yet
Bird.
somehow they remain in power. How did that happen? Hmm?
To a jet turbine. I'm gonna be so mad.
How did that happen? They somehow remain in power. And it just drives me up a wall. It's like, how does that make sense? Their policies are actively trying to screw you over, and yet you're still voting for them? Oh my god. I remember, like, there was this program on the ABC called Quiet Australians. And it was just basically a bunch of swing voters in Australia who ended up voting for ScoMo at the time. This was before the last election. This was the election before the last election where ScoMo won, which is before the current election where ScoMo lost. Oh my god, a bunch of quiet Australians who are like, oh, we thought that the Labour Party was getting a bit too gung-ho about this electric car business. So we just wanted to vote for the party that was more of a stable government. So you wanted to vote for the party that was more of a stable government. Despite the fact that it is the same government that literally swapped leaders 3 times. We literally had 3 different prime ministers. And the main reason, you're telling me the main reason why you didn't want the Labour Party in power at that time was because we were very much interested in getting electric cars to be a thing in Australia. These are the same assholes who probably said something along the lines of like, we didn't like what the Labour Party was thinking because what they wanted to do was give all of Australia fast internet. And we just thought that that was a little bit too much. So we wanted to vote in the party of small business tax cuts and stable government, despite the fact that in the future they will swap their leaders 3 times. Yeah, I don't know. What's up with electric cars being, everyone has their own deal breakers, I guess? Yeah, but when your deal breaker is like fast internet or electric cars, I'm just like, what kind of troglodyte nonsense is this? I don't know. What's up with electric cars being expensive and no charge ports? You have to be triple rich to own an electric car, itself, own a house, and own your own parking space. Yeah. Or Shin, what you do is you get the government to make a big push on electric cars. Really make electric cars become part of the norm. And then what you do is you make it, you have like some sort of policy, and you put in a whole lot of funding to get electric ports into every single, or as many houses, as many car parks as you can. Not car parks, rather. As many car spaces in people's homes as you can. Now, a lot of car spaces already have electric ports. Okay? A lot of car spaces already have electric ports. You're good to go on that, in that regard. But there are car spaces like, for example, the car spaces in this apartment that I'm living in right now, where you don't have that. And so it would be great if the government has some sort of policy to provide some funding so that all car spaces, at least all residential car spaces, let's start with that, all residential car spaces have some sort of electrical port. That's 2 in my area out of like 100 parking spots. We're talking residential. We'll start off with residential. No way I'm driving electric cars at this rate. Yeah, and then we need like, and then you know not all areas have electric stations. Yeah, then you need another policy for more electric stations. This is like a big, like the thing about something like electric cars is that you're gonna need a big infrastructure, like policy package, something.
Right.
You're gonna need, the government needs to introduce and actually like get they're gonna need to pay for like a whole bunch of infrastructure. 2 public charging spots. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna need the government needs to make more. It's that simple. If the government is serious about electric cars being a thing, they are going to need to make more of that. Will it just be chatting? I don't know, stick around and find out. Probably. It's getting late and I might call it a night soon. But yeah, like if the government just decides to like, yeah, if the government is really keen beans on getting electric cars to be a thing, then it makes sense. They're gonna need to get the infrastructure to happen. So, yeah, if you're currently in a situation, if where you are right now is in a situation where there's not that many electric spots, obviously right now it's going to be difficult for you to drive an electric car. Hopefully, the goal is that there will be more, and as there are more, it'll become easier, which will in turn make it more, what's the word I'm looking for, appealing to drive an electric car. This stream is not sponsored by Tesla, by the way. And let me prove that this stream is not sponsored by Tesla. Elon Musk is an asshole. Watch my Twitter profile get completely deleted. I'm gonna get banned off Twitter. And even then, like I care. I'm selling my car early this year to save up some money and hopefully a cheap small electric car will be available. Good luck, dude. Good luck. I get the feeling it might be better to wait. I don't know. Never mind, I'm not gonna give any advice. No? I don't know. Cheap small electric. Oh no, you know what? No, that's not a good idea. I'm just thinking about like the idea that if you're selling your car early, like I'm just thinking, you sell your car early, you don't have a car. Which means the period of time between selling your car and buying a car, I don't know, man. Personally, I despise not having a car. I don't know how my parents managed to survive this long without a car. But I despise not having a car. When I took my car to the dealership to get airbags fixed up, my work is refunding all public transport. Nice. Do you like the public transport that you get on? Because I, for one, despise getting on a bus. Because I feel like I get sick when I feel like I'm about to get sick whenever I'm on a bus. In fact, I despise getting driven. No, but I like money. It's like $300. Fair enough. If you're fine with it, then you're fine with it. A month extra than that I have if I do this. Okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, I personally hate being driven now. So the idea that I don't have a car, oh, that's going to trigger me. That'll be very annoying. I took my car to a dealership to get something fixed, and then I figured, you know what? You also have like a place to do repairs and to also do what do you call them? Services, the usual logbook service. So I figured, okay, we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll get my car to also get serviced as well. I get a call halfway through the day and they're like, hey, we're from the dealership and you wanted to get the service done, so for everything that we're going to need to do to your car, it's going to cost $4,000. And I'll be like, $4,000? What? What in oh, okay, no worries, Shin. Thanks for joining in. I was like, $4,000? What? Are you serious right now? $4,000 dues, dude, for a car service. So I was like, no, thanks. I'd like to shop around. You know what they did? They put a freaking defective notice on my car, bastards. So technically, it's illegal for me to drive my damn car. it was illegal for me to drive my damn car at the time. Like, oh my god. Anyway, I found another person who was able to who was able to actually do the service on the car for like $400, not 4,000. They did the service for like $400, not 4,000. Because there was just a few things that needed to get fixed, and that was it, right? But I didn't have the car for 2 weeks because they were backed the hell up, like big time. So those 2 weeks of me not having a car, oh my god, man, I was like I was drowning on dry land, and I was living in the city. I felt like I was drowning on dry land, especially because I needed my car to get to work. So I ended up like taking Ubers every day just to get to work. However many days. Anyway, point is, not having a car, in my opinion, sucks. So when Shin's saying that like, oh, I'll sell my car early, and then hopefully save up enough money, get a small electric car later. Ooh, I don't know, man. That gap of not having a car, that would annoy me beyond everything. Didn't you skate to work or something? No, because that workplace was rather far. It was far away. It was far away from train stations. Far enough away from train stations. You couldn't just walk there. Every time I get on a skateboard, I fall flat on my ass.
Those calculations don't make any sense.
I probably could have used my bike, but it's like so many hills that I don't want to get to work huffing and puffing and being really tired. What you got to remember about Sydney is that we are a land of hills. The entirety of New South Wales is a land of hills. You look at like other cities, like Melbourne, maybe not Melbourne, Brisbane, to some extent. Yeah, Brisbane, Adelaide, New York. They're not cities chock-a-block full of hills going up and bloody down. Whereas in Sydney, we are, or even just New South Wales in general, we are an entire state made up of hills everywhere. To find even one flat strip of road is a miracle. Not really. George Street is pretty... No, it's not, actually. No, not even George Street, which is like the main street that goes up and bloody down the city, is flat. It's not flat. It's a hill. It's a damn hill. So the idea of going up and down hills all the damn time for a long-ass distance basically means biking is kind of out of the question as well. You know? Because it's not a workplace where you can just get to work, take a shower, and then start. It's a workplace where you get to work, and then you start. And the last thing you want to do is get to work sweating bullets through your t-shirt. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun taking photos of things while you are unironically dripping in sweat. So biking's out of the question. Scootering's out of the question. We didn't have electric bikes for the most part at the time, so there goes that idea too. So yeah, driving was the only solution, really. Okay. I don't know how we managed to get here from Brazil having a January 6th moment, but moving on. You know, I was actually talking to my parents about how streams work, where if I find something interesting to talk about, we'll talk about it for a good hour, and then at the very end I'll forget how we managed to get here. I'm here for tomato. Yeah, exactly. What? Yes. There is one other thing I wanted to talk about, actually. This is something that actually happened, on Friday. Something that happened on Friday. This is from the New York Times. Is everywhere now become joke? Yes. This is something that happened on Friday. And I mean, I always like to make fun of America. And this is the reason why I like making fun of America, because it's just too easy, Chad. Here we go. A 6-year-old shoots a teacher in Virginia elementary school. Bruh. How do you even respond to that? What? Let me read that again. 6-year-old shoots a teacher in Virginia elementary school. Oh my god. Okay, let's read the whole article. Well, as much of the article as we could stomach. A 6-year-old first grader at an elementary school in Newport News. What the hell is that? In Newport, Virginia, shot a teacher on Friday afternoon during an altercation in a classroom. Because apparently in the United States of America, an altercation, whatever the hell that means, in a primary school can also involve a gun.
The awoken don't age the way people do.
Leaving the teacher with life-threatening injuries. And renews calls for greater gun restrictions. Yeah, no shit. The boy who shot a teacher with a handgun was in police custody Friday evening. Says the police chief in a news conference. He added that the teacher, a woman in her 30s, although my parents reckon she was actually 23, so I don't know what's going on here. But either way, he added that the teacher was taken to a local hospital and that her condition had slightly improved by late Friday afternoon. I have not heard anything since. This is the first time I've heard of it. I heard about it this morning, actually. It was not immediately clear how the first grader got the gun. I'll bloody tell you how the first grader got the gun. His mom or his dad went shopping at Walmart, bought the damn piece, figuring that they were going to be good guys with guns that defend the damn homes, puts it in a storage cupboard, forgets to lock it. The damn 6-year-old walks up, grabs it, and is like, ooh, gun, shiny, takes it to bloody school. And there we go. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I actually have no idea how the first grader got the gun. Superintendent of Newport News Public Schools said at a news conference, we need to keep guns out of the hands of our young people. Ah, but you can't say that, can you, folks? Because if you keep the guns out of the hands of our young people, then who is going to defend the young people when a crazy person with an AK-47, or dare I say it, an AR-15, rocks up to a primary school again, and shoots it up? We need more guns in the hands of our young people, obviously. Try to bring a knife to a gunfight? Simple. More like just try to bring void powers to a gunfight. There! Easy! Done! It's so anyway. Photos and videos taken immediately after the shooting at oh god, no. It's called Rich Neck. It's called Rich Neck. I can't tell what joke I should be making here. The word rich is in the name, so what? And it's Rich Neck, R Neck, Red Neck? This is like, seriously, a 6-year-old shooting a teacher? That's a redneck hillbilly story. What the hell's going on here, man? Photo and video taken immediately at after the shooting at Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News on Friday. Newport News? What the hell kind of a name is that? Showed the chaos that ensued as officers swarmed the school's brick building. So apparently police actually did the... So, okay, so that's interesting. When a crazy person with an AR-15... I think they used an AR-15. When a crazy person with a rifle shows up in a primary school and starts shooting, like, what, 19 kids and 2 adults, the police sit there for an entire hour or two and do nothing. But when a kid shoots a teacher, it's all in. They go all in. Is that how that works in America? I'm sorry, there's a level of insanity going on here. You mean to tell me that the officers will actually do their job when it's a 6-year-old, but they won't do their job when it's a crazy-ass adult with a rifle who has already killed at least, like, what, 15, 17, 18, 19 people at the time? Oh my god, everything is broken in this story. Everything is broken in this story. Do you play Shindo... Hey, Super BJF, how's it going? Do you play Shindo Life? Never heard of it. What's next? The young one brings a minigun? Yes! No! No! If the NRA convention that Andrew Callahan went to has shown me anything, the next step is the next step, seed, is, the young ones are going to be packing rocket launchers. The young ones are going to be packing RPGs to the primary school, my dude. That's what's going to happen because America, fuck yeah. That's America, baby. Best, the greatest, the freest nation in the world. The kids are going to be bringing RPGs to school. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. One sec. Let me send a pic. Okay, let me have a look at what... Shindo Life. What the hell is Shindo Life? Oh! Roblox? No. Oh, it's Oh, it's like some sort of Japanese game. Fighting game of some description. Oh! Naruto-based fighting game? Am I wrong? I don't even know. Naruto-based fighting game. Do you play Roblox? Nope. Or Rec Room? I can only play VR on my iPad. I don't play Roblox. And I don't have a PS5, so I don't have Rec Room. I want to say. Let me have a look. Oh! So is this what we're talking about, eh? What the hell is this? Anyway, I've never played those.
I can't believe how good that hunter looked in the Crucible last night.
Okay. Tranisha Brown, whose 11-year-old son Carter Jackson is a 5th grader at Rich Neck, said in an interview that shortly after the shooting, she received a frightening call from her son.
Everything depends on the Vanguard.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. Carter said, she said, sheltered on the floor of his classroom with his friends after they heard gunfire. It shook me up hearing the kids crying and going frantic. All they knew was that there was a shooter in the school. They didn't know where the shooter was. Well, it turns out the shooter was one of the kids in the classroom next door. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. She stayed on the phone with Carter trying to comfort him. You're gonna be alright. Yeah, this time they were alright. At the news conference, Chief Drew said that the school officials had worked quickly to bring all the students and teachers to the school's gymnasium, and the authorities had been in touch with lawyers to determine how best to proceed. What? You know what? Oh, fine. I cannot control access to weapons. Wait, here we go. I cannot control access to weapons. No, but the government can. My teachers cannot control access to weapons. Today our students got a lesson in... Oh, right, yes. Today our students got a lesson in gun violence and what guns can do to disrupt not only an environmental... not only an educational environment, but also a family and a community. Dr. Parker said the school will be closed on Monday, so the school's going to be closed tomorrow. because Monday American time is Tuesday my time, as we work on the mental health of our staff and students. Okay. The shooting stunned officials as they began to investigate what had gone wrong inside the school. Yeah, I want to know what's going on here. Should have brought a silencer. Fuck, man. I'm in shock, I'm in awe, and I'm disheartened, said Dr. Parker. Mayor of Newport News Philip Jones said at the news conference that while the shooting was still raw, the city was going to take steps to ensure something similar did not happen again. Gee, it would be nice if the feds actually did something to ensure that something similar never happens again. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Look, I know that a lot of people, in America in particular, don't want the government to get rid of their guns. But the reality is, Australia, we are a nation that exists. 90 something, I don't know how many people, most of us don't have guns. We also just don't happen to have school shootings as well. Coincidence? You said Australia doesn't exist? You're right. Australia is a nation that doesn't exist. Which is why we don't have school shootings. Okay. My point is, when you are living in a nation that also doesn't exist, and most people don't have guns in a nation that doesn't exist, you will find there are no school shootings. We don't have school shootings. We just don't. We had like one university shooting in 2001, and that prompted us to also basically ban all handguns as well, which I believe was the weapon used this time. Yeah, boy shot a teacher with a handgun. So the government first banned like rifles, all the rifles. Then we had a shooting in a university, University in Melbourne somewhere, and so then we also got rid of all handguns, and we're done. We haven't had a school shooting since. Next time, bring a BB gun. Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Next time, bring an RPG. Sure, you're gonna have to figure out a way to fit it in your bag, but just bring an RPG. Nobody suspects the RPG. A silenced RPG? Yeah, exactly, a silenced RPG. Boom, there it is. Just put the hush mod on your RPG, you're done. Oh, it's so dumb, man. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Why is America like this? It's such a broken nation. Oh my god. Greatest nation on the planet, though. But it's so broken. Most free nation on the planet, though. But it's such a broken nation. Oh my god. I wonder, has Fox News said anything about this? What do the conservative pundits say about it? Let everyone wear a vest? Instead of Medicare for all, we're just gonna have bulletproof vests for all. Is that your policy? Is that your policy, Savage? Just forget bulletproof vests. Full armor plating for all. That is going to be our policy, chat. That is going to be our American medical, our American healthcare policy. In a nation chock-a-block. Chock-a-block. Make everyone unable to get hit by bullets? Yes. Yes. So good. This is going to be... the Democrats should just take this and run. This is going to be our healthcare policy. We're ditching Medicare for all. We're ditching public health insurance. Everyone gets a bulletproof vest And for $5 extra, for a $5 copay, a $5 one-time copay, you can upgrade that vest into proper armor plating. Boom. There it is. That's the healthcare policy that the US can and will adopt, ladies and gentlemen. And by hell or high water, I will break the Constitution as a person who is not a US citizen, and I will run for the President of the United States on the Democrat side with this one policy. Every person, man, woman, child, dog, cat, horse, I don't care. Every living being gets armored plating. Because the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is 2 inches of top of the line armor plating. You know I'm right. This is the policy that we need to run in 2024. My name is Kategari, and I approve this message. Armored spiders? Oh, hell no. Can you imagine, Gasty How? Armored spiders. But from Australia. We don't armor our spiders defensively. We armor our spiders offensively. As in, they are our weapons. Anyone who tries to invade this wide-browed land down under, you will be going up against an army of not tens of thousands, but not hundreds of thousands, but millions of armor-plated spiders. And you'll be going up against an entire army, a battalion, a platoon, 25,000 platoons of armor-plated kangaroos. Not even China can defeat that. I'm sorry. Not even the Chinese army can defeat that. And I should know. I'm Chinese. Give them guns. They don't need guns! They don't need guns! That's the best thing about them! They don't need guns. They're just gonna beat your ass. Pow! Ranged attack? They're kangaroos. They don't give a shit about ranged attacks, man. Have you seen our kangaroos? They will choke a bitch out without hesitation. But they don't need guns. And besides, if they do need a ranged attack, their feet! They will kick you where it hurts. A sniper can practice safe sects. Yes, but a sniper can't hit spiders. I don't care who you are. You got a sniper rifle, you ain't fighting no spiders. That's a fact. So it's game set, it's checkmate. I mean the kangaroos, not the spiders. Do you think the kangaroos will be fighting by themselves? They won't. They will be fighting with the spiders. And the spiders are going to screw up all the spiders are going to take out all the snipers. And then all the other, like, vanguard military troops and the tanks, they're gonna get deleted by the spiders. A nuke could deal with this? Ah. You're forgetting about our cockroach population, who will also be fully armored and ready to go. And even if we humans don't survive, are you sure you want to deal with nuclear-proof armored cockroaches? No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay? The answer to that question is no. And on that bombshell, let's call it a night. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy this stream. What a way to end the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, don't forget to follow and feel free to sub. If you're watching on YouTube now or in the future, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And oh, Seed. By the way, I watched Witch from Mercury. Spoilers from Witch from Mercury, folks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Talk shit, get hit. Oh my lord. When a man shows up talking smack, waving hands, finna ready to hurt your girl, hey, you just gotta put your fist down like that and tell him how it's at. That's all I gotta say. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Hey. Hey. They played the game. Hey man, that guy played the game. And they lost. and then Sreta just shows up and is like, hey girl, what's up? Beautiful. What an amazing way to end the first part of the season. Oh. Folks, I don't advertise a whole lot of things, but seriously, Wish from Mercury is absolutely balls to the wall. Absolutely balls to the wall. Overkill. That's the thing, isn't it, Seed? It's not overkill when it's your wife who's in trouble. When it's your wife who's in trouble, you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey man, it is what it is. Why Ivana tag? Same reason why there's a mag tag. It's the tomato season. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to the next season. I think shit's gonna pop off big time, man. Shit is gonna pop off so heckin' hard. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Really?
Do you ever get the sense that